Hello, Cancer signs. Welcome to your weekly reading. I'm going to dive straight in. This reading might be a bit more direct because I am on a time crunch. So let's just see what comes out for you guys for the week ahead. All right, let's see. One card out for Cancer signs. Please and thank you, Spirit. What's going on this week for Cancer signs? Milk and honey. Love that. This is a gorgeous energy. I always say it's like healing. I feel like you're coming out the end of some troubles that you've been through in life, which feels nice. You're getting this sense of freedom or relief. Milk and honey is, again, also about healing and soothing energy. The rainbow represents, again, you've been through some stormy times. Now the sun is shining. That's just a good vibe. I'm not gonna lie, that's a really good vibe. Whale spirit and hawk spirit. So you said trust a great mystery, let spirit be your guide. So that suggests that maybe there is some unknown times ahead or what you're going through right now. But hawk spirit almost feels like you guys have a guardian angel that's got your back. They're like, trust a great mystery, I'm gonna guide you through it. That's what it feels like. So that's pretty nice. What else do we have then for you guys? For Cancer signs, please, one of these for the week ahead. What is going on for Cancer signs, please, at this time? All right, you have be proud of yourself. Kept saying brie. Were you guys eating cheese? Anyway, be proud of yourself, okay? This is the last quarter moon in Taurus. So this, again, suggests with that milk and honey, you guys have come out the other side of something really exhausting or really troubling for you in whatever way, challenging, should I say. So Spirit wants you to be proud of yourself. Okay, now Taurus is ruled by the planet Venus, which is all about beauty, love, pleasure. So this is a really good time that they want you to treat yourself, be proud of yourself, give yourself some rewards, go and bathe in that milk and honey, right? Because it feels like a job well done. All right, what else do we have here for Cancer signs? Thank you. All right, you have man coming through here. So there might be dealing a relationship with a man going on at this time that might be important. You have news of a birth or new business opportunity. Then you have these two together. Treble accusations, time to go out and have fun. So I wonder what that is. I'm going to leave that there so I can see it a bit later on. Maybe this is what you've been through, trouble and accusations. I feel like you are coming out the other end of whatever you've been through. So I'm going to dive into your tarot so I can see what it is for you guys, because I don't feel like the trouble and accusations is just it. You know, I feel like that doesn't feel like what I felt was your problem. So whatever it is, I don't know. But I want you to be proud of yourself, and so does Spirit. So let's just give you a little shuffle. Apologies if you can hear some white noise in the background, some hoovering, vacuuming out there. Let's see what's going on for Cancer signs. Please, Spirit. I'm going to give this a little shuffle, and then I'm going to do little split for you, right? Overall energy of the week, Knight of Pentacles. So I feel like Taurus had this as well, actually. So this is really about maybe an opportunity is coming your way that's going to be more stable. The Knight of Pentacles, to me in general, the same cards for Taurus, actually. Okay, but that's different. Interesting. You guys could have Taurus in your chart. If not, it could be dealing with one. If not, you have a similar vibe going on this week, which is interesting, where this week is all about your self-development, right? Again, Knight of Pentacles can represent an opportunity coming away, right? So whether you're getting an offer of stability, of a long-term relationship, or of a career, or again, a new stream of income, whatever it is, again, it can also just be that you are moving towards much more stability and long-term success in your life. Whatever you're doing this week is helping you move towards success. It's a slow moving energy. So again, take your time to relax, be proud of what you've done so far. There is still some work to do up ahead. Okay, I will clarify this if I feel like I need to. A really good time for savings as well. I was saying that with that squirrel being there, it's a really good time to make sure that you're not just trying to harvest immediately, right? Store things up. And I think I had that for you guys last time, where it's like hibernation card, where you needed to like store some things or get yourself prepared. You're showing up as a King of Pentacles in a position of authority, all right? In a position of stability, right? Focusing on your finances, focusing on your material world, on your time and your energy, making sure that you're stocked up on that, but also in your finances and in your career. So this does feel really nice. Yeah, you're showing up in a stable way. You got your ish together here, as you can see with the King of Pentacles, or at least that's just how you're showing up, guys. Now, your blockage is the King of Cups. Sometimes that can be, maybe that is this masculine energy. The King of Cups can be Scorpio, but the King of Cups can also be about a bit of an emotional roller coaster at times, is what comes before the King of Cups. So he is all about balancing those. He's about understanding your feelings deeply, but not allowing them to rule the course of your life, right? When you're upset, you're not just going to throw everything and ruin everything that you built. For example, the King of Cups comes in as balance. Like, okay, I feel angry right now. How can I manage this feeling? And why am I feeling angry? Or how can I soothe this for now? Because it doesn't serve me right now. So that's emotional maturity. And that is your blockage this week. So I feel like with Milk and Honey and Be Proud of Yourself is just, I feel like you are working on that, to be honest. Your blockage is really just a challenge. I'm going to dive a bit deeper though. In your advice position, you have 2 6s. Important, actually. This is really about learning your lessons. You're really learning your lessons. As I said, it feels like you passed a test of some kind. 6 of Swords is about moving. Okay, some of you guys might be needing to move, might be focusing on hope for the future. Okay, that could be your advice as well. 6 of Wands is about putting yourself up on a high horse, right? It's about success and victory, overcoming a battle. If you are only in a 6 of Swords right now, where you're moving away from a situation that was very chaotic, right? Moving away from the 5 of Swords, conflict, pain, chaos. When you reach land, so after this emotional kind of healing, emotional journey, you're going to be moving towards a lot more stability and a lot more success. The 6 of Wands feels like you guys are going to be celebrated in some way. You might be in some sort of limelight moving forward, and they want you to soak that in. Even if it's just spirits like, Cancer signs, you did it. Like, that's what it feels like coming through. 6 of Wands, gaining more offers and opportunities, whether that be in love, whether that be in career, whether that be in just having some people who admire you in some way, more friendships, whatever it is. People who want to follow you though, because in the 6 of Wands, you're on a high horse. People look up to you in some way for what you've endured and how you've come out the other side of it. So that's something they want you to embrace. If you're not there now, you will be. Right now, again, it's an emotional journey. So maybe you do need some time out in solitude, and then you'll be celebrated. But I want to dive into the King of Cups. Actually, let's just go in order. I'm a Virgo, so I like order. I like some order. All right, let's see. Again, you do have news of a birth or a new business opportunity, so this could really be why this week is coming up. That feels like that's the stability that they're referencing. All right. All right, let's go with the Knight of Pentacles. I like to change things up, by the way, which is why I do things a bit differently every now and again. Hermit, Virgo energy. You guys could have Virgo in your chart, or again, it's just a very grounding energy going on. This definitely feels like self-development. The Knight of Pentacles really kind of references your own journey right now with the Hermit being here. So you're able to do what you need to do and then reflect and analyze and then move forward again. Like, it's slow moving for a reason. It's about really looking at your horizons properly, not rushing ahead like the Knight of Swords, not rushing ahead like the Knight of Wands. It's really about grounded steps moving forward. And sometimes you do need to sit out, reflect, think about it, analyze your options, or analyze what your next step will be before you come back to it. So the week is very, I want to say, educational. Maybe you are learning something new, but it feels more spiritually. You're learning a very big lesson that's helping you with your development moving forward. And the Knight of Pentacles, what's the King of Pentacles doing in Cancer signs energy? Oh, why did I shuffle that? Habits. Right, well, let's just say that it's supposed to be that way. King of Pentacles then. I really don't feel like it. I feel like I want to shuffle, and then I'm going to do what I was doing. What will be, always. King of Pentacles, Judgment, major energies coming through. You are in a position of authority because you're releasing something. That's what it feels like. And I wonder if you're releasing things that created instability in your life, or any fears that were blocking you from getting material wealth, or just stability in your life. Judgment is about surrendering and letting go. Again, it's learning a lesson. So a lot of this is really saying you've learned something, you've done something, congratulations. All right, let's look at the King of Cups then. It's also about forgiveness too. So you're standing in a very, again, a position of authority. Whatever you guys are dealing with, you are in control. And that's what they want you to know and understand, especially even if there is reconciliation, for example. you are in control of whatever this is. It's up to you. The ball is in your court is what I'm feeling here. Three of Cups and the King of Cups. Now, Three of Cups can represent your social circle. Let me just get the cards out for everybody, and then I will dive deeper into it. It can also be about gratitude, right? Maybe it's an important time to celebrate the small wins in life, to focus on what you have now, even if it's not the big 10 of Cups. It's about finding happiness and abundance in what you do have, even if it's only 3 things, you know. So I actually feel like gratitude list will be very helpful for you. And counting, even if you can only count a few friends on your fingertips, that's fine. Even if you could count none, that's okay too. You know, it's just maybe even being grateful that I don't have bad friends, right? Rather have no one than to have bad people, whatever it is. Three of Cups as your challenge is to celebrate the small wins in life. All right, you've come a long way. Be proud of yourself, like they were saying here. One more for that King of Cups. The Sun, exactly. It's all about your happiness. Look at that gorgeous energy coming through. Now, the King of Cups, again, as your challenge, represents the fact this is really to do with your emotional stability and maturity. So that's something to work on. But Three of Cups and the Sun is all about happiness and joy and success and celebration and just all that really amazing stuff where everything is out in the open. Okay, so just really amazing energies in your challenge position. Maybe this is a good time for a relationship too, of like forgiveness, or again, whatever that is. Now, in your advice, Six of Swords comes with the Ace of Swords. This is about truth and clarity and maybe even an idea. So some of you guys have learned a very valid lesson through your experience, or maybe through some travel or movement. If you are trying to move homes, Ace of Swords suggests communication that's going to lead you there. Okay, oops, one sec. Okay, I'm sorry, my camera does that every 30 minutes. But yeah, as I was saying, it's leading you there in some way. You're gaining a lot of truth and clarity. You've learned a very valid lesson. Like I said, through some hardships or through going through some kind of chaos and conflict, it's taught you something that you'll never forget and you'll always use moving forward. Okay, and it's giving you a fresh start somewhere else. Peace of mind I'm also hearing as well. As I said, Six of Swords is a sword energy. It's all about thoughts and information and communication even at times. So that could be something going on that's helping you to move forward. So journaling, speaking to somebody can all be helpful. But Six of Swords to me is still an emotional card because it's about going from one solid place, right, earth energy, and moving you across water to somewhere else. And it's the emotional journey and the in-between of having hope that better days are ahead. And it does suggest that, by the way, too. And I think you see that clearly at this time, that there are better times ahead. All right, Six of Wands has been clarified by the Queen of Cups. This is about following your heart. All right, and again, indulging in the success that you have and allowing yourself to feel those feelings of being worthy, because you are, being victorious because you are. Maybe even following your gut instincts and your intuition is going to lead you towards success. As they were saying, you may not understand why you're being led somewhere, but it will show off. Like it will show up, like they said earlier, right? Trust in the great mystery of what your intuition is saying here, because Spirit is guiding you through that. All right, my angels, hope that made sense to you. Let me know if it did. I'm going to rush off to the rest of the readings, but I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you guys next time, okay?